viewers, and welcome to yet another episode of Conversations with who? Your girl, Yobosa. Who else now? So let me paint a scenario here, okay? And we're gonna be busting some myths. We're gonna be meeting two fantastic brothers who are just doing, in my books, doing fantastic things, okay? The other day on Facebook, or maybe it was even on Instagram, there were two pictures. So there was a picture of Angela Bassett. We all know who Angela Bassett is, and Sade Adu. These women are both in their 60s, and they looked absolutely fantastically, don't even know if that's a word, gorgeous, like fit and fab. And I was thinking, I was like, I want to look like them when I'm 60. There were lots of comments. You know how you just read, you scroll down, you read the commentaries, but there were two that struck to me. One commentary said, this is like magic or sorcery. How can this one be aging backwards, or these women be aging backwards? I mean, wow. Not be juju be that. And I thought, I was like, not real juju, And then another one quickly said, nah, it's not magic. It's all about maintaining a great mental and physical health. So on today's episode, we're going to be talking about physical fitness, physical health, physical fitness, particularly the importance of physical fitness. Meet two brothers, Tolu and Tunde Sallau-Adeniyi, who are taking the fitness community by storm. We'll hear about their stories, their background, how they decided on the business in the multi-billion-dollar fitness industry, and how they're adding their own flair to it. Tolu and Tunde, welcome to Conversations with Yobosa. Really glad to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah?
Thank you.
So, Mehn, I need to comment. You guys are looking like sharp. Do you understand? Sharp and crisp. Is this how you guys roll on a regular, or you're looking like this for my show? You can tell us all.
It's a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of both? Okay.
Yeah. For the most part, whenever you meet me, I'll most likely be in all black.
Okay.
For the most part.
For the most part.
And sometimes my clients try to add a little bit of color.
Right.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Thanks for being here. Well, I'm loving it. So you guys went to Prairie View A&M University, and you got your bachelor's in mechanical engineering. You both.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
But that's not what you're into now, right? You're into the fitness industry. So I have a question, right? How did you sit your parents down to say, Mommy, Daddy, I know we went to school for donkey years, acquired all these engineering degrees and all that. Oh, but by the way, we want to ditch it. I want to go into the fitness industry. Because we know with Nigerian parents, there are only 5 professions.
Right.
We can name the professions, right?
Yeah.
Help me. Law, right?
Law.
Medicine,
Yeah.
engineering, accounting or architect, and then pharmacy or something like that. So
Right.
please, how did they take it?
Well, mine is a little bit different. I did practice engineering for a good number of years.
Okay.
So they got to see and be proud of their engineering
Like
son.
Right?
And then when I decided to switch gears and do things differently, I think I'd already gained their trust by then.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Tunde, with you.
Yeah, he probably has a mortgage.
I'm more like the troublesome child that just does whatever
Right.
they tell him not to do. But for me, I started off with the same path with my brother and my sister. So for me, it was more
Oh, your sister is a mechanical engineer as well?
she's a chemical engineer.
She's a chemical. Okay, so
Yeah.
engineering is in the family,
Yeah,
sure.
It's in the family.
Okay,
all
all
three.
right.
So being the last child for me, I was able to see them do it already.
Okay.
The plan was to go along the same path, but I was like, hey, what else is out there? I know that they're successful doing it,
Yeah.
but is there another way?
Okay.
So for me, it was also like I also had the passion, the dream and fitness and everything. So I was like, I was just want to write this out and give it a good shot.
Okay. So they probably, last borns get away with a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, we
yeah,
know that.
everything.
So I think when it was your turn, mom, dad were like, yeah, that's fine. You can go and do,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, till now, my dad still says, hey, man, I know this job, you can apply for
Are you
it."
serious? He was
Literally, he still said like, hey, if you ever think about
Yeah.
it, I know connections. I'm like,
Nah, not that.
I'll write this one out.
See, gotta love Nigerian parents.
Yep.
So you know how, like maybe you go to a party or whatever it is, and you run into maybe some auntie,
Yeah.
that you haven't seen in a while, and you're like, but the children, and you're like, let me go and greet this auntie or whatever. So you're going to good afternoon, ma. Oh, how's Okwe doing? Okwe is a doctor.
Right.
Oh, Okwe, the doctor. No, she is doing well. She's doing. They always have to introduce the daughter or the son with the profession.
Yes.
They got to do that.
You have to.
It's just
It's almost like they're bragging rights.
yes.
With the children that they feel like they poured a lot into.
Right.
And I think a lot of times too, parents, at least for our generation, what I've picked up is that they live through their children. The things that they may have not gotten a chance to do, or at least the paths of success that they believed were the way, is what they try to put on us. And
Yeah, it's like I know that it's like pressure now, like
yeah,
I mean
yeah.
sometimes like, but we're grateful for the opportunity to give them bragging rights.
Yeah,
I think it even
absolutely,
us like it gives us joy. Like okay, mom is happy, dad is happy.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for that. Okay, so Ilekan is the first. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is the first and only Nigerian-owned gym in the Houston area.
Yes, at least that I know of.
But that you know of.
Same
Wow.
that I know.
I mean, in Texas, even I would say.
In
I'll
Texas.
go that far.
Okay. Wow. Congratulations. That's awesome stuff.
Thank you.
Ilekan, what is the significance of the name and how does it fit into your mission statement?
So I'll talk about the name and I'll let my brother talk about the mission statement. Ilekan is Yoruba word for one house.
Okay.
And
so that's literally what it means. One house.
One house.
Ilekan. Okay.
And when we found that name and determined that name, I think we were very clear that name represented what we wanted to share with the world. So I'll let him go more into the mission statement.
Yeah, just to follow up from what he said, when we move past, okay, what's the deeper meaning behind the name? With what we're doing, it's more like we like to see everybody as whole. And for us, whole means you are physically healthy, mentally healthy, emotionally, and spiritually. To us, this is what comprises us one.
Okay.
It's this one housing group.
Okay.
These four, departments or fundamentals, we feel like when everyone is whole with every four of them, you get to live life at a different level. So, in addition to that, is we believe in everyone coming together as one. Doesn't matter the race, the color, the shape, the size, nothing.
So kind of like a unity in diversity. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone coming together as one.
Right.
In one house.
Okay. Yep. Wow. No, that's so did you struggle on getting the name or did it just come to you just like that?
So earlier when we decided that we were going to do this, it was as it started taking more shape, we had to come up with a name to give us more direction. And I remember clearly it was at the house. We had a brainstorming session, thinking through different names. And we wanted the names to be more than just what we came up with.
Right.
And but we also knew that we wanted an African, a Nigerian connection to that name.
Right.
It's very much who we are.
Okay.
And with the whole one and being one with yourself. It
was like light bulb, right? Like, hey, let's do this.
Yeah. Like house.
It's
what is that in Yoruba? Ilekan. We just did everything we could do to secure that name.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. Oh wow. Okay. So Tunde, this question is going to be directed to you, right? Some folks will tell you that working out is hard, which we hear that right a lot. Yeah. And that committing to working out is even harder, right? It's a mindset thing.
Yes.
How can we be more positive about this mindset concerning physical fitness? Because come January 1, after you've enjoyed Christmas chicken, do you understand? Jollof rice and all of that, all the pies and all that, everyone will hit the gym. They're like, okay, they're like, let's get our fitness on. We need to share. We need to New Year's resolutions, right? And before March, in short, some people just fall by the wayside by January 31st. They've already fallen by the wayside. So it is really a mindset thing, right? And how is Ilekan, what is Ilekan doing to help, like you said, it's the oneness. It's the mind, it's the physical, it's all of that, Because I know that to look like Sade and Angela, and there's even another Hollywood actress that I follow, Kate Henshaw. I don't know whether you guys, in her 50s and just looking fantastic. She dust me anyhow. You have to be physically fit. So walk us through that.
So I would say one of the challenges that I've seen that most people face is when we think about this whole fitness, health thing, one is, people compare themselves a lot.
They compare themselves to others?
To a lot of other people. Okay. So that's one of the biggest challenges. Automatically, whenever you compare yourself, it almost makes the goal almost like super hard or impossible to reach, right? Because one...
But there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, like I just said, hey, there's Kate Henshaw. I really like what she's doing. I want to aspire to look like her.
Yeah.
Is that
no? That's good. It's actually a positive way to look at it.
Okay.
Right, but when we move past that, the inspiration is the person getting inspired to actually get started, or it's more like I enjoy seeing them, and I realize that a huge group, aside the inspiration, also falls into. I just enjoy watching them. I love the fact that they look great. But what I see is that we have more people now that, we enjoy looking, watching other people's journey, but not actually getting out. So I also feel the second point to really help with this is I go by a quote. It's called "Small steps, great distances." I live by this quote. My whole journey is about this quote. It's small steps, great distances. So
little droplets, right, of water make a mighty ocean, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's the key. Is yes, let's have this big goal. Actually, having an image is beautiful. The more you can visualize it, it makes it even more beautiful.
Okay.
But we now come back and say, okay, what can I start doing, no matter how small it is?
Okay.
And we just start small. You can just start with going out for a walk.
Okay.
You can start with doing 10 push-ups every day. I'm sure you can do 10 push-ups every day. How small that is. Or 5 push-ups.
Okay.
2. Even 1.
I can do it on the wall, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you.
Okay.
That is small step.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Hey, I can't do it on the floor yet. You know what? Let me start on the wall.
Okay.
And by then, you realize you can do it from the wall to a chair, to a stool.
Then you start to come the gradient, right? Yeah.
And now you can do
Yeah. Okay.
So small steps, again, great distances. And if a lot of us in the community start seeing it beyond just being fit, but like, what can I actually do? Just take small steps.
And that it's a journey, right?
Exactly.
So you're not trying to go from 0 to 16 like 2 days.
Yes.
Okay.
And if I could just add to that, I think you asked a question about what is Ilekan doing about that.
Yes.
Specifically tied to New Year's resolution. I'll tell you one that we are doing that's a very tactical step, which is we are hosting a refocus workshop.
Okay.
November 19th.
Okay.
And the focus is on 3 major aspects: the mind, the body, and the business. So this is a way to not only close out 2022, but also jumpstart 2023.
Okay.
Reimagining how you look at the future, reimagining how you approach fitness and goals and things of that sort. So those are some actual, again, tactical steps that we are taking to make sure that the people are engaged and able to not only start but finish.
So you guys that's one way you're doing your own little bit to contribute to this whole like fitness mantra. And it's free. But sometimes it's free good, because sometimes especially when it comes to fitness, you know, it's almost like, because I hear 2 camps. One camp would say, when you make people pay for stuff, then they value it.
Yes.
But when it's free, it's almost like, okay. Right. So what?
And I can touch on that.
Okay.
You're absolutely correct. We do offer packages that people consider expensive, and some that people don't consider expensive because of the value that they get. With the workshop, we look at that as something that we can actually practically give away.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
We're not saying you need to take any further steps, but you can just
come and learn.
Hang out for 2 hours, meet great people,
right?
And hopefully this
inspires you, right? Learn one or two things.
Yeah.
That's
so no strings attached.
Okay. One way to give back to the community. I like that. Okay. So there are, you know how if there's a 300-pound man and a 300-pound woman, right? So ground level. This one I'll paint it ground level at all, and it's skewed against women. So, and they both decide to, like, you know what, I'm tired of this weight. I want to do something about it. And they're like, okay, let's do this. And they come to people like you, right? And say, hey, Tunde, Tolu, help us out. And you put them, obviously you sit with them and, but you put them on similar fitness plans. You help them with their diet and all of that. And you say, let's do this for 6 months. At the end of 6 months, this is why I say not good. The guy would have dropped, maybe, I'm just going to throw out a number that maybe 40% of the body weight, or maybe even 60, right? And the woman is struggling. Maybe she's only dropped 30%. Like, what gives? The struggle is real. It is so real, Like, what can you enlighten us? Like, I guess I know men and women are different, just built differently.
Yeah.
But is that what's at play here? Is that what it is?
I would say, in the simplest form, that is a huge component. Is that everyone is different.
Okay.
Women, they face different type of body changes than men do. over time, hormones take a place. You know, the metabolism takes a place. So it's very different from people to people.
Okay.
But I've also seen situations whereby, you know, we still take a man and a woman of similar,
like, you know, weights or whatever. Yeah.
And the woman drops more faster than the man does. There's situations like that.
Right. Okay.
It really just depends on that individual.
Okay.
And then also the nutrition plan takes a play in that too. So it's very, very different. Yeah.
So don't be discouraged, basically.
Don't be discouraged. Like,
because sometimes just
I hear it all the time, but trust me, don't be discouraged. I think the biggest thing is for everyone to learn their own body.
Okay.
Because I might give you a nutrition plan, but really, you know, if you take the time to study your body, you realize like maybe your body doesn't like meat.
Okay.
Because I have clients whereby I'm telling them, hey, eat some meat, eat some food, but still the weight is still there. Then we say, hey, you know what? Let's try something different.
Okay.
Take off the meat. Let's see what happens.
And
instantly just comes off.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
Again, it's different to person to person, but it's very important for us to just take the time out to listen to the body. The body will tell you, as you go through this journey.
Okay.
It'll tell you when you drink milk, you feel bloated. It doesn't like it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
When you're dehydrated, you'll feel it that your body's telling you everything. So if you can just listen more, be aware of your body more, and pay more conscious effort to what you're eating, what you're drinking, you'll be able to start making these changes and be connected to your body as well.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, breaking it down between men and women, you know. And you're right. I think it's just the different composition, and it varies by, even no two women are the same, no two men are the same, right? So no two person. Okay.
And if I could just also add one little bit to that is sometimes the women may see the changes differently, maybe in the body shape, so maybe they're tracking the number of pounds that they want to drop, but their body's actually taking the shape that they want. So you have to almost look at it holistically. There's the numbers and the weight you want to reduce, but then there's also the shape, I'm sure, or the look,
or the way you feel, even.
The way the dress fits and the outfits. Those things also, I think, are good metrics to look at.
Okay. So don't just single one out. Let's look at things holistically.
Exactly.
You're right here. Okay, so there are two myths that I want you to either help me bust or you agree with it, like, oh yeah, that's true. Number one is if you want to start working out and lose weight and keep fit and all of that, you know, you have to stop eating jollof rice and like Nigerian food and all that, you know. And I'm like, okay, if that's the case, no, I mean, I can do without it, so it's not a problem. But I'm sure there are folks out there who they're like, wait, what? You mean I can't have my goat meat pepper soup? So is that a myth, or is that, I mean, what is that? Can you lose weight and still be on this African diet?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay.
Yes to saying that you can lose weight and still be on, you know, our Nigerian,
still eat the cuisine and all that, right?
Delicacies that we love to eat. And I'll say, and why is because, you know, the biggest thing that I realize is the amount of oil, is the little things.
Okay.
And a lot of times they're not balanced.
Right.
So we tend to, I mean, just upbringing, you know, we tend to have more carbs and a little bit amount of protein.
Okay.
That's just kind of what has been the thing.
Right. You say a plate of rice is like hipped, and then there's like, you know, just a small bit of, yes.
But once you start learning about
flip things
body,
around a bit, okay.
You know, now you can realize, okay, cool, there's a certain amount of protein that you actually need.
Okay.
In your meal, there's a certain amount of carbs that you need, there's a certain amount of fat. So the key is to make it balanced.
Balance it all out.
Add some more greens into it. A lot of times we might not put greens into our food, but now it's saying, okay, add greens to it, right? Make sure it's balanced. You have more protein, very little amount of carb, like good sized carb, depending on what your goal is.
Right.
And by that way, you'll be able to lose the weight. Still eating some of the delicacies and ensuring that we eliminate some of the things that just really does bad for the body.
Right.
So some of those things are like oil, a lot of salt.
Okay.
And which is comprised of the African food.
Yeah.
But I'll say just with reduction, some of these things go a long way.
Okay, so it's not either or.
It is,
Phew, all right.
So you can still have your
right. But it's all in the,
we all still do. Just make sure it's more balanced.
Moderation and more balanced. Okay.
And I'll be completely frank, I'm never giving it up.
Yeah, okay. Because how do you, right? It's he's never, please, never giving it up. You know, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't, right? You know, it's exactly.
It's a gift to be able to eat that. It's a blessing.
Okay. Now, I know, right? What makes me hungry? I know. The second myth that I want you to help me bust, and I'm hoping this is a bustable one, you know, is women are so I have friends, right? Maybe I tell them, oh, I'm strength training and all, and they're like, do you want to go and start looking like bodybuilder, you know? Yeah. Stop it now. And I'm like, I don't think so. I feel great when I strength train and all that, you know, it's all about, so please, when women strength train, will they go and start looking like a bodybuilder?
No, this is not true.
Okay.
This is not true. Absolutely.
You encourage it, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You need that.
You need it.
You
okay.
need that. Not only just, for the looks, but, it helps your body overall.
Okay.
Strength, bones, joints, everything.
Okay.
Like, it really helps you. Okay. Even with losing weight, too, or dropping. I don't really like the word losing weight. Because it's almost like you're losing and then you gain it back type thing. But say dropping weight. Right? Okay. Even with dropping weight, it helps with that. It helps with that process. Okay. And it takes a long time for your body to even get to those forms whereby your body structure starts to change. But just a good amount of lifting won't do.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, guys, you've heard it, please, all right. So if there's the one Afrobeat star, oh no, wait, before I go there, right? This is a family business. And I don't say because your two brothers run it. In the true sense of the word, I mean, Tolu, your wife she's a director of operations, right?
Yes.
Quickly give a shout out to family, friends, and patrons who help make this business successful.
Absolutely.
Man, that's a long list. Yeah, because even people that didn't necessarily by hand were involved in the business, but just calling us and saying, "Hey, what you're doing is amazing.
Right.
Don't stop."
A pat on the back, right? Yeah.
All supports. Okay. But if I can really shout out some names, Amal Creative is one I want to talk about.
Okay.
I call her by Bumi. She's a family friend.
Okay.
And she did the interior design of our space.
Okay. Okay.
That was one that really committed herself to our project, even though she had other competing priorities.
Okay.
So that's one that I would consider a family. It's also a friend. Obviously, our mom, dad,
exactly,
wife,
rooting for you. Yeah.
Really hands-on with everything that we do. But yeah, I would say that is one.
Okay.
I would say that doesn't have our last name that I want to definitely shout out.
Okay.
Of course, I want to shout out Drewski.
Okay.
Ophelia, of course, for always
support.
Being there, exactly, from the beginning to this point. I'll say the rest for you.
Yeah. You said a lot of them. I also say to the team.
Yeah. Okay.
Without the team, we won't really even be able to get this thing to where it's at right now. Right. So I want to really say a huge shout out to Victoria. She's been the one, managing the space, ensuring that we're up and running. Brittany, making sure we're on point. Torin, the guy who shoots our videos.
Okay.
Makes it look like a movie.
Wow. Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Guys, and I've seen those videos. I've seen the interior of your studio and all that. It's fantastic, and you guys will see it. So yeah.
And the list goes on and on.
It goes on. Yeah.
No, you're fine. It really does. And I also love to give a big shout out to Ricky. He's one of a previous trainer that I knew.
Okay.
But he would literally always get on the phone with me, like, hey, look out for this.
Okay.
Hey, how's your numbers looking?
Ah.
Hey, have you tried doing this?
Okay.
Literally Instagram all the time.
Okay. Okay.
But, he's never been here before.
Right.
He's actually not in the gym, but
Okay.
He's been very active, really ensuring that everything is on point.
And it's all about that, just the support system, from friends, family, customers, right? Because without the customers, you wouldn't be here, right? Yeah. Okay. So if there's one Afrobeat, so you guys are having Afrobeats because I see you on the Instagram and all that. If there's one Afrobeat star you could meet, who would they be and why? Now that I think about it, maybe you guys have met all of them because is it true you're princes? Is it true that you are princes? You're royalty. You're princes.
Yes.
It is. Tell us about it quickly, in like 1 minute or so.
I'll let you.
Yeah, I'll take it really quickly. So we are princes.
Okay.
And we're one of the royal families in Ilorin.
Okay.
Which is in
Right.
And I'll just stop.
Okay. So guys, I am rubbing shoulders with if you're not tuned in, you bet. I don't know what you're waiting for, but anyway, right? What is the one message finally before we wrap up? What's the one message for anyone out there who, I know you mentioned the refocus thing, right? But what's the one message for anyone out there who finally has made the resolve to get fit. You know when you're tired of the way, and one day you're like, you know what, that I've had it. Either it's a health scare or just whatever it is. You just maybe your aching knees, joints, just whatever it is, and you're like, I've had it. How can folks get in touch with you for your services? Because we know the struggle is so real.
Right. So yes, it's first of all, whoever's made that commitment or made that decision, congratulations.
Indeed.
At just even deciding and making that decision for yourself. It's going to benefit not just you, but everyone around you. If you want to get in touch with us, the easiest and fastest way, our website, ilekan.com.
Okay.
Instagram as well, Ilekan Athletics.
Okay.
Where else are we?
I think those are the two main, yeah.
Yeah,
okay. Because obviously from your website, I mean, there's all the information,
To the facilities.
Okay.
And the facility is located by the Heights.
Okay.
It's right by the Loop. We're really central.
Right.
Houston, so
Right.
we're not stuck somewhere in the burbs or anything.
Right.
Easy to get to.
Okay. No, this has been fantastic on this show. Thank you so much for being here, Tolu and Tunde, for taking the time out to talk about fitness, the industry, your work, how you guys add your own flair to it, right? And just and that the message to anyone out there is just start. Just start, right? Not just small steps, like you said. What was the thing? Small steps, great distances. Small steps, great distances. I like that. But it's just start. But it is important. Me, I want to look like Sade and Angela and Kate Henshaw when I'm 60. Do you understand?
Right.
So, but just start.
Just start.
Okay.
Take small steps.
Okay.
And over time, you get to great distances.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Having us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Viewers, there you have it. I mean, this fantastic duo doing fantastic things when it comes to the fitness industry. Their parents sort of are okay with they've gotten with the program, just let me put it that way, right? But I think in the end, they are biggest support system as well, just family, friends, and having the resolve to go for what you want, to pursue your passion, and adding your own flair to it. Fitness, when it comes to physical fitness, we're there. My friends will tell you, I go for my walks, I go for my run, but it is imperative. And if you're like me, especially women, you want to look like Sade and Kate Henshaw and Angela Bassett, it is the way to go. It's all about, or like you put it, being holistic about it, right? It's all about, mental health, physical health, spirituality, and what was the fourth one? And your heart. If you haven't subscribed to my show, don't let me come and find your trouble. You're finding my own trouble. Go and please tell them. Go and subscribe to it. Yeah, yeah. Please like and share. Until the next time on this episode, I say you stay safe. Have that resolve. January 1 is coming, but you stay safe and have a super sparkly one. Bye now.